Yeah, he had. It's like, yeah, he had no personality. He had no depth.
He left things up.
He
and
had
put
no
them
character.
down.
He had no character. So yeah, when it came to Ambrose and Rollins, they were the ones that actually had a story to tell. And this is just, and I said it after the Hell in a Cell match when Bray Wyatt interfered. Their feud is not done. Their storyline is not finished. Now we actually get to see the next chapter of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and I'm eating it up. Unlike certain people who are not loving this at all. I'm not going to mention any names.
But you know who you are.
But you know who you are. certain couple of people who I'm not going to say on this show. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, I'm eating this up. I love this storyline. This is the best storyline that's actually going on a personal level. In-depth story, continuity is beautiful. I love it. I want to see this come to a somewhat full circle. I want to see them win the tag team championships. I want to see Dean Ambrose become a triple crown and a Grand Slam champion.
And also,
if he wins the tag team titles, he will.
Yeah, it's also because of the way they've treated the storyline over the past 3 years. You can't retcon a Dean Ambrose heel turn right away. You need to build back up the Brotherhood so that when it does happen, okay, the hatred from the crowd is strong. Like the betrayal is that much more. Like, you actually put this together. You were having a good run, a great run. We got back behind you guys, and now you're gonna turn. And now you're gonna turn on him. That you want. If you want this could potentially be like storyline feud of the year contender if this goes down the correct way. And for me, in order for that to happen, you need to win the tag team titles at SummerSlam, and you need to have a good run with them before you do the inevitable heel turn that we all know is coming out of this.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I gotta mirror your words, Fool. I really do think that the execution of this, I really wasn't expecting much, but honestly, I think the execution of this whole angle was a lot better than I was anticipating at first.
Yeah, because you got to look back at the whole history. You can't just look at this.
Not even that. I was just looking at the execution of the story as it is right now. I thought it was plenty good enough, far better than I was used to seeing on Raw most of the time. And for that reason, yeah, I'm invested. And I honestly think that Ambrose and Rollins are going to walk away with the tag titles. For all the reasons you said, Brian, if they really want to turn Dean Ambrose heel later on down the road, by extending this, I think this is the right way to go. By getting everyone invested for a while, getting Rollins and the characters invested for a while, I'm thinking that, this is going to be the way to go. I'm thinking, but first step, definitely to get the tag straps on Ambrose and Rollins.
And it feels like this is the most invested that Rollins and Ambrose have been in the WWE for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like, okay, Ambrose has been toiling around with the Miz for the better part of the year. Okay, Rollins was floundering, was going absolutely nowhere, and his performance showed. Okay, so what do? You stick them in a storyline together, because that's always gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the Scholars Quick Talk for both of you to really close out this one particular discussion. With Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins winning the tag team titles, not showing that they are a current unit now, do you think before that we will actually see a Shield reunion with Roman Reigns, even for one night?
I feel like they're banking on that for Survivor Series. I feel like there's going to be another Raw versus SmackDown elimination match. Okay, and obviously 3 of the people on the Raw side are going to be Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. So you spend that month building up the Shield. You get a Shield entrance. One night only. And then Roman Reigns can go off and do his title shit and whatever.
You don't want them together. It's like because Roman Reigns is still having the Shield theme music, people will be so confused unless they actually add the Shield intro.
They're going to have to.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to because the crowd's now
the crowd won't believe it.
The crowd won't believe that it's actually the Shield, and they'll boo the shit out of the Shield as they come down.
That's why I hate that he still has that theme song.
You gotta add the words.
Song, but it can't work for just one of them.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who it was.
If you do the reunion, you gotta have the words in between in before.
Yeah, my short answer to that question is I'm skeptical, honestly, just for all the reasons you just described. Depending on what the timing of the rest of this angle is, well, I like to see it happen, sure, but. Again, I'm skeptical. It depends entirely 100% on the build. Mm-hmm. But anyway, moving on because we still have a lot of show left ahead of us. Next up, we've got John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
And after the stupidity that happened on SmackDown, good God, John Cena's got to annihilate this guy. This week is called the burial of Baron Corbin. Okay, there's gonna be
but continue.
There's gonna be nothing left of this guy by the time that SummerSlam is over. All because he can't keep his mouth shut on Twitter. You
look like you got a little something on your mind there.
That was funny as hell.
Oh man, I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing after the worst cash-in in the history of Money in the Bank.
You lost a cash-in to Jinder Mahal. Are you serious? At least when Damien Sandow lost, it was a 15 to 20 minute great match against John fucking Cena.
My God.
You lost to Jinder Mahal.
Like when people say that Sandow had the shittiest cash-in because he lost, I can't even really argue that. I can't really agree with that, actually. Correcting myself. I can't agree with that because, like Brian said, and we talked about this before we started recording, Sandow had a 15 to 20 minute great match with Cena. And when it came to the Money in the Bank, he was just a victim of circumstance because they were planning on merging the titles. It's not like, oh, we don't see a future for him until apparently they actually didn't have a future for him until the stunt double pretty much at the time saved his career. But yeah, I can't even call just because he lost doesn't mean it's a shitty cash in.
Right, and I totally agree with you. But I think there's more of the common perception, though wrong though it may be. But still, I'm not sure. Did anyone else see the meme? Someone just did. It's just Baron Corbin and Damien Sandow just chilling out. Like Damien Sandow's like, people say I've got the worst cash in of Money in the Bank ever. Baron Corbin, hold my beer. But yeah, I think we
gotta add John Cena to that list because even though he didn't have a successful cash in either.
So I think it's safe to say, are we all going with John Cena on this one?
And I don't expect it to take very long either.
Baron Corbin's in the doghouse right now.
This
whole week is just going to be his punishment.
Yeah,
and not a tear was shed by me.
Like I'd say 5-10 minutes tops, and it's. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Baron Corbin beating down John Cena for like 5 minutes, and then John Cena hits one AA and it's over. That's it.
So he's pretty much just going to pull a Miz at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
takes down everyone else, gets one AA and gets eliminated.
Yeah.
So in other words, our discussion of this match is going to be longer than the match itself.
Yes.
Okay, that works for me. All right, moving on to the next match, we've got, according to me on my list, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Who do you got, guys?
50-50 booking. It's going with Finn Balor.
Basically.
There's nothing really. It's so disappointing because I love these two guys, but the build itself has actually been kind of, well, disappointing, to say the least.
And let's face it, okay, Finn Balor needs this.
Yeah.
Okay, he's been basically in the same boat as Rollins. Okay, they're just floundering around, nothing really to do. Okay, so you throw him in a feud with Bray Wyatt. Okay, with Seth Rollins, it didn't really work because it's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Rollins, what's the point of this? Okay, Finn Balor, there is a point. There could have been a good feud here, but once again, the WWE fucked it up, and so Finn Balor needs this win basically to get back on track. Even before the 50-50 booking, I was going to say Finn Balor because of the floundering thing. You want to get him back on track. You want to start him on a good run towards WrestleMania. He's got to win this match.
Bray Wyatt got his clean win on free television. Now they're going to give Finn Balor his big win as the Demon.
And again, because the Demon gimmick is involved, well, not only do I feel like we're overdue for the Demon appearance, but I feel like because the Demon is in this, this is one of those rare occasions where the 50-50 booking actually makes some sort of narrative sense. Because now we can visually see that, Finn Balor is amping it up. Now it's almost like the first time when Undertaker went from American Badass biker dude to holy crap, now he's the mystical dead man again.
So you're saying being poured by stage badass
It's
gimmick.
more of a carry treatment, but yeah, basically it serves the same purpose from a narrative standpoint. And again, if this was just about anybody else, then I'd say, yeah, the 50-50 booking rears its ugly head and it's really boring.
So you're saying they're continuing after this?
I'm saying there's a good shot depending on what they want to do with Finn Balor leading up after this. Depending on the execution, how the character of Bray Wyatt, how he responds to the Demon and fighting the Demon, it'll depend on whatever they come up with him. If they've got something clever enough or interesting enough to watch, then I say, you know what, keep it going. But for now, I gotta say Finn Balor wins this.
Imagine if Finn beats Bray Wyatt in a somewhat deciding fashion. The next time we see Finn Balor against, I don't know, somebody, you see Bray Wyatt actually save him, and they just start to grow to respect each other, and then they form some kind of tag team, Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor.
The Eater of Worlds and the Demon?
Yeah.
That would be a pretty epic tag team.
Again, potential to be awesome, but again, to me, it personally depends on the execution of a said idea.
Because it's the one thing Bray Wyatt said to Finn Balor, not this past week, but the week before, how he says, "I can see why people like you so much, Finn." He actually acknowledged that, okay, you actually are worth something. You actually are something to behold. And maybe the whole pouring of the blood was the way to get to the darkness out of Finn Balor. And once he gets a good taste of that, it's like, join me, let's spread the darkness or something like that. I don't know.
Again,
probably more detailed than that, but it's just the idea.
Yeah, one idea of many. Let's see what they come up with. But in the meantime, we've got what will probably be the match of the night.
I'm out. Goodbye. I'm walking out. Okay, I'm walking farther away because nobody wants to hear anything about this match.
About Big Show versus Big Cass and Enzo in a cage match.
No, it's not. No, it's not a cage match. It's just
Enzo's in a cage.
Enzo's the
That's
one.
That's why I said it.
Damn it.
It's an Enzo in a cage match.
What? It's not bad enough that you have to put Big Show and Big Cass in a match, on the show, but you got to have one of those hanging from the rafters gimmicks in it. But it was fun. It was fun when Jericho did it because it's Jericho. You know what he's gonna do in the damn cage. I know that Enzo Amore is gonna be annoying as hell.
Hey, Brian, remember, the whole point of the shark cage is to sell toys!
No!
Toys!
No!
Toys!
No!
Toys!